Hey guys, so this is, oh my god, there's lipstick on my teeth. So this is the first video I've ever filmed of like a full tutorial. Sorry I keep looking up. I had to flip my iPad upside down so that the camera would be like level with me without like the ring light covering it. I wanted to do something a little bit crazier since it is my day off and I have a little bit more like time. You know, I don't have to go to work like right afterwards, but I figured that would be a little complicated, and so I did something a little more like, I want to say simple, but I guess it's not really that simple, but like more just beauty oriented, you know, something that I would actually wear out just so you could see how I do it. I don't actually expect you to necessarily wear this out, but just so you can get the general idea of how I do stuff. So obviously I really like pink and purple. I have an obsession. I low-key want to be a Barbie doll. So yeah, this is the look I decided to do today. There's something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, don't make fun of my hair, please. I know it looks like a wreck, but I don't need any comments, don't at me. I hope you guys like it. I really appreciate the support and everything. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, so first off, here's example A of my hair being disgusting. Next, I'm going to be using the Morphe eyeshadow primer. This stuff is bomb, and I'm just going to squeeze out a tiny roll and tap it all over the lid, blending it into the concealer under my brows. So next, I'm going to grab the Morphe X James Charles palette, my regular go-to, as you can tell from my excitement. And I'm starting with the shade Skip and just blending that into the crease, tapering it outward to create a more winged out effect. I live, breathe, and die for this shade. So now I'm taking the shade Pinkity Drinkity and using that to blend Skip into the brow bone. I still have yet to try that drink. And I'm just going to create an even gradient. And then I'm going to stick my tongue out. So this is me trying to be creative and pick a not so obvious color to go with pink, and then accepting that I want purple anyway. This is the shade Escape, and I'm using it to deepen up the crease, adding more dimension to the look. As you can tell, I go quite a bit over the shade Skip and decide to go back in and blend that back down so I don't lose that pink gradient. So then I'm just going back and forth between the two colors to really blend it out. And then I'm even going to go back in with another color called Love That, and I'm going to blend out even better. You guys, this is exhausting. It takes forever to blend. Then I'm going in with a ColourPop concealer in shade 00, which is 100% white, which I'm obsessed with, and I'm just going to roll a little bit off of my hand from the applicator and slowly cut out a full crease using the M213 brush from Morphe. I usually don't promote specific brushes, but this is the only brush that has worked wonders for me when I need to cut out a crease. So then, as you can see, I'm just filling in the rest of the lid with the concealer as well, just to even out that lilac color. So then I'm taking the color Artistry and wetting the brush first with the Morphe setting spray to help it stick better and go on more pigmented and vibrant. Using a tapping motion, I'm applying it all over the concealed area on both lids. Now I hate to tell you guys this, but this beautiful Too Faced peel off liner in the shade I'm Half Mermaid is actually discontinued. I'm still obsessed with it, and I'm equally as upset that I can't buy it anymore. They still have some pretty shades in this line, but they have been known to literally peel off throughout the day. But I found that it really only does that if you go over it a number of times. So you can use this opportunity to fix any mistakes you may have made while cutting the crease or applying the lid shade, and really any liquid liner would do the trick. So now I'm just taking a hydrating makeup wipe and wiping off any fallout from the shadows, as well as sharpening up that shadow, creating a wing shape. You really have to get in there and use your nail for this part. But it is just so satisfying to watch. So then I'm going to roll off some more concealer on my hand. This is ColourPop as well, but this is in the shade 22, which is just a tiny bit lighter than my skin tone. And I'm just going to cut that winged line even more and really perfect it with a bigger flat brush that I usually use to carve out my brows. I'm taking it under the eyes as well, not because I feel like I have dark circles, but because I can't bring the foundation that close to my eyes or they'll water. Also, I usually just apply it straight off of the concealer applicator, but since I already had it on my hand, I didn't want to waste what was left over. So now I'm just going to blend it all out and up with my Ulta Beauty sponge that I wet beforehand. Honestly, these sponges are freaking awesome. So now I'm going to take my Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 2W1, which is Dawn, I believe, and pouring out like a grape size amount onto my beauty sponge and dotting it on my face and then blending that out with bouncing and swiping motions. Some people say that you shouldn't swipe it, but I feel like you kind of have to in certain areas of your face to really blend it out. Especially when it comes to blending into your neck, because that could be really patchy. And this is where I realized I should have worn a headband because my hair would not stay out of the way. Love that. So then I'm going to take the infamous Airspun powder that smells like a granny. This is translucent, and I just tap out how much I need into the lid. Then I pat that under the eyes with a flat powder puff that I got from Forever 21 because the one that comes with the powder is too fluffy for me. And I'm going to set that concealer so it doesn't crease up, while also patting it all over the areas of my face that get oily throughout the day. Hints everywhere. And now it's dance time. Pretty sure I was listening to Prince. Now I just take a big fluffy brush and dust it over the other areas of the face just to set it all in, make sure nothing is sticky. Girl, my bronzer was patchy for the longest time because I wasn't doing this step. So then I'm just going to go in with a pretty vulgar bronzer that I got in my BoxyCharm, and I'm going to use a fluffy tapered brush to carve out the cheeks a little more and add more color and dimension to the face. Then I'll take it under the jaw as well, which you girls don't need to do if you don't have your girls' quadruple chins going on here. So then I'm gonna, if my hair will stay out of the way, I'm gonna contour my forehead a little bit as well, but only because I'm wearing my hair up and it brings the look together when your forehead is exposed. So then with the same bronzer, I'm just using a fluffy eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. and blending that on the sides of the nose to slim it down, and then underneath to lift it up and shorten it a little. And then just under the bottom of the lip to plump. Using the same brush I used for the lid, I'm taking the shade Escape and swiping it under the lower lash line to widen the eyes and smoke them out. Then just blending that out with a small fluffy brush and the shade Love That to complete the gradient. Then I'm just taking that same face powder brush to grab and swipe off any further eyeshadow fallout. Next, I'm using the Iconic lashes from House of Lashes, the latex-free Duo Lash Glue, and the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I'm applying the mascara on the top and bottom lashes while glue on the false lash strip for the eye becomes tacky. I'm bending the lashes to make them more flexible before applying them, as you'll tell later did not do a damn thing. Also, I'm not diving into the lash tutorial much for the same reason I didn't show the brow application, which is because I'll be posting videos on the tutorials separately. So now I'm taking the Laura Geller Blush and Brighten in the shade Tropical Hues, which as you can see I dig in and apply generously, yet end up with such a subtle pink glow. Then I'm taking the Anastasia Dream Glow palette and I dip into the shade Unicorn using a fluffy Wet n Wild shadow brush to swipe that along the tops of my cheekbones, under the eyes, and up the temples to create a lifted glowy look. It's so pretty. So then I'm taking a flat Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush and I'm tapping that generously in the inner corners of the eyes to really open them up and make them look like nice and dewy. Then I'm going to highlight the brow bone as well, just focusing it mostly right under the arch because that's what really makes it pop out more, not going all the way down to where the wing is. And then I'm just going to dot it on the tip of the nose and pull upward. And this is kind of pointless because I overline my lips, but I'm doing the Cupid's bow as well. And then I set with a Morphe setting spray, and then I dance because I feel cute. So then I'm just gonna curl my false lashes with my natural ones to blend them together. And as you can tell, this is partially where things started to go wrong. So now I'm taking my beloved Jeffree Star Quality Lip Bundle, and she's in the shade I'm Royalty, which is such a pretty purple, and I thought it would complement this look. So then I'm just going to start lining my lips with it. Yes, I overline a lot, don't at me. And then I'm going to become amused that I look like I have a purple mustache, and then I'm going to move on to the bottom and color in the rest of the lips. I decided then that I wanted to add some shine and a pinkish tint, so I grabbed my Too Faced Lip Injection. It's in the color Painkiller Pink. This one is actually limited, I believe. It smells like straight up candy and feels like needles in your lips and makes them look gorgeous. So this is the finished look. I'm in love with how glossy and fierce it is. I decided to name it Purple People Eater on a whim because obviously I'm craving Halloween vibes year round. And for the third time I think, I'm sticking my tongue out. Okay, Miley Cyrus, calm down. And then there's a close-up for y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I love my Ulta fam, my lovely clients, and my actual fam that are probably all watching this. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video and let me know in the comments if you want to see more. Also, this is me just now realizing that this lash is like effed. These aren't my favorite lashes, you guys. I don't recommend the regular Iconics. Not that cute. Oh my god.